Welcome to Marked Mary Magdalene, Day 4. I am Jeanette, and today we step into one of the most intimate moments in all of Scripture. The moment when love spoke and everything changed. This episode is called The Voice That Called My Name. Because sometimes one word from God, your name, can restore what pain tried to discard or erase. Mary had seen loss. She had stood among ruins, but in that sacred silence, she heard something familiar, a voice she thought she'd never hear again. And in that moment, she didn't just recognize Jesus, she remembered who she was. She turned around, heart racing, tears blurred her eyes. Her world was still spinning from grief. And then a single word, Mary. Not shouted, not stern, just spoken. Gently, personally, unmistakably. That's what love sounds like. It does not accuse, it awakens. It does not remind you of what you've done. It reminds you of who you are. In that instant, the ruins behind her lost their power. Her identity, once clouded by the shame and sorrow, became clear again. She wasn't the woman she used to be. She was seen, known, and sent. We all need that moment, the one where God's voice cuts through the noise, because life has a way of calling you by your mistakes, your failures, your past. But God calls you by your name. Mary's freedom began when she was set free. Her stability grew as she learned to stand. But her purpose was reignited when she heard him speak her name again. That's what happens when love becomes personal. It is not just a story, it is an encounter. It's the moment when you realize he still sees me, he still chooses me, he still calls me mine. John 10:27 says, "My sheep listen to my voice. I know them and they follow me." This verse isn't about religion. It's about relationship. To know his voice is to know you belong. And when he calls your name, you never hear it the same again. Maybe today you are surrounded by noise, opinions, pressure, self-doubt. Maybe you've forgotten what it feels like to be called by your real name, not the one shaped by pain or performance. His voice still speaks. It doesn't compete with the noise, it cuts through it. It reminds you that you are not forgotten in the crowd. The same voice that spoke to Mary still speaks to you. You are mine. You are loved. You still have a purpose. When he calls your name, everything aligns again. Your past quiets, fear loses power, and your soul remembers where it belongs. Maybe you haven't heard his voice in a while. Maybe it's been drowned out by disappointment or fear. But right now, in this quiet moment, listen, not with your ears, but with your heart. He's still calling your name. He's never stopped. Let this be the moment you stop running from the noise and lean into the whisper. And may this declaration that we are about to speak breathe new life into you. Today I declare, I am known by my name. I am seen in the crowd. His voice still finds me in the noise. What once defined me no longer confines me. The same voice that called Mary calls me too. I am chosen, called, and sent. When he speaks, my soul remembers who I am. One word, your name, can change everything. That's what Mary Magdalene discovered that day. Freedom restored her life, but love's voice restored her identity. Maybe that's what you needed to hear today. Not a sermon, not a list of steps, just your name spoken in love. Because the same God who called Mary still calls you by name, and there's still a divine assignment with your name on it. This is Jeanette, and you've been listening to Marked Mary Magdalene Day 4, the voice that called my name. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and share this message with someone who needs to be reminded that God still speaks, and when He does, He calls you by name. Join me tomorrow for Day 5, Sent to Tell the Story, as we watch Mary step from encounter to assignment, becoming the first to carry the good news of resurrection hope. Until then, remember, when love calls your name, everything changes.